I want to say a few words about me and liberalism, and then a few words about me and nationalism. I distinguish between liberalism at home and liberalism abroad. And I thank my lucky stars that I was born and raised in a liberal democracy called the United States of America. I'm not anti-liberal. One of the great paradoxes in this business is virtually all of the realists that I know are liberals in every way. Morgenthau, Waltz, these guys were, in terms of their domestic politics, they were liberals par excellence, right? But they thought liberalism as a foreign policy was a prescription for trouble. And that's my basic view. My basic view is you have to think about liberalism at home versus liberalism abroad. So I'm not arguing that liberalism in general is a bad thing. I like liberal democracy very much. Not perfect by any means, but I'm glad I live in a liberal democracy. My arguments are all about liberalism when it applies abroad. I want to say a few words about me and nationalism. Nationalism is, in my opinion, the most powerful political ideology on the planet. It's no accident that the world is populated by really nothing but nation states, and nation states embody nationalism. And I think at the same time, it's very important to understand that at universities, especially places like Yale and the University of Chicago, nationalism is a bad word. I'm always amazed at how my colleagues at the University of Chicago really loathe nationalism. It really rubs them the wrong way. And I understand that nationalism has a dark side to it. It has an upside as well. It has a dark side. But nationalism and liberalism, and this will become clear as we go along, are two different animals. Liberalism, as I'll try to make clear tonight, is all about internationalism. And universities are very international. And to illustrate this, I have a quote from Jonathan Holloway, who is the dean of Yale College, that was recently in the Washington Post. This is a story in the Washington Post called "The Surge in Foreign Students May Be Crowding Americans Out of Elite Colleges." That was the title of the article. And this was Mr. Holloway's comment. We want to bring together an incredibly diverse student body, diverse in every way. If we want to train the next generation, and here are the key words, of global leaders, we better have the globe here. Just think about what this is saying, right? This is an internationalist version of the world. And this is, of course, what university is all about. And I'm perfectly content to operate in this world. I would not want universities to become more nationalist, right? I think the fact that universities are internationalist is wonderful. And I really don't consider myself much of a nationalist, although I'm going to make the argument that virtually every American is a nationalist, right? I don't consider myself a nationalist in a deep-seated way, right? But I think in large part that's due to the fact that I've operated in the academy for so long. And the academy is very internationalist in nature and is very uncomfortable with the concept of nationalism. But the point I'm going to make here is that the United States is a very nationalist country. It's one of the reasons that Donald Trump got elected president. He fully understands that. He fully understands that. And if Donald Trump ever saw this and gave a 15-minute tirade on what the dean said and what the title of that article said, he'd make a lot of hay of it. He really would, right? So I just want to be clear that with regard to liberalism, I'm talking about liberalism abroad, not liberalism at home. And with regard to nationalism, I'm not making the argument that nationalism is this wonderful force all the time. Okay.